What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. Now, I know I keep y'all locked in with the sports, but we also do culture, entertainment, and music as well. And a show that I've been big on since season 1 years ago is The Shy. Man, I absolutely think it's one of the best shows on TV right now. And I just finished episode 3, season 6. So I'm going to give y'all my thoughts in this little recap, man, because it's a whole lot going on this season with character development, love, different themes, man, that are going around. And it's been a little bit less chaos this season, which means we building towards something crazy. You already know. Anyways, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Now, everything is centered at the housewarming party that Keisha and Emmit are having at their new crib. Thanks to Duda, a little shaky there. But anyway, so it's really just showing like their growth, I think, as a couple and as individuals, what they're doing right now, man. Like, they are the desired, their goals. They are goals right now. They got the family, they got the kids, they got the house, and now they're celebrating. So they invite everybody over, their parents, friends, loved ones, and it's a lot to take in at this house party, man. It's a lot of different generations blending together, and it's a whole lot going on. I think one thing that we're seeing, though, I want to lock in on real quick is the character development. What we're seeing, man. Emmit is becoming that guy, and it feels like he's becoming who Brandon was destined to become or would have become if he would have kept messing with Doodah. But we see, his character's obviously off the show, but it's dangerous, man. And you notice it. It's all good vibes at that party until Doodah walks in and everybody's looking around like, oh no. Like, immediately changes the mood in the whole room. And it seems like everybody knows what the hell this dude is on. He's on some slimy street stuff. Everybody knows, and Emmett's seen him in action, like he knows. People are not trying to get on his bad side because he's an absolute killer. And he's pouring a lot of money into Emmit. They got the second location of Smokies that we haven't seen. And he's got him the house now. He's paying him big bread. And gifted him a gun. Gave that man a gun to protect his. And Emmit ain't that type of guy, man. He's a lover. He even said it. He ain't a fighter, man. He's a lover. So it caught him off guard, and it caught me off guard, man. But it's seeming like Emmit is leading him down a bad path right now. We saw this with Brandon, what Duda did earlier in the season. He was the first protagonist of the show, and Duda set him up for the kill. And I just don't think he's a guy that you can trust. Now we're seeing Emmit getting wooed. He's done bossed his life up, and he was already on the right path, man. We saw him really grow, develop at Smokies, and continue to just become a business owner, become a good father, like become a better man. He's been evolving, but Duda has accelerated that process. The man is dressing different, he walking different, he's stepping different right now, man. Like, Emmit is all the way bossed up right now. Got the crib, got his lady on his arm. Like, Dudah's got him moving like a grown man. Took him suit shopping. Like, Emmit moving different. But I just don't know, man. If it's a means to an end. Like, I don't know if this is a good move for him, bro. It's looking good on him. I ain't gonna lie. He done bossed up. But it seems like we've learned too many times that with everything Duda does, there are strings attached, and you just wonder what's going on. But we see that relationship with him and Keisha continuing to build. The first love, the sweethearts coming back together. Now they're blending their families together and doing the co-parenting thing and seeing how styles can differ between what Keisha and Rob are doing with Lil EJ and what they're doing, so there's some tension there. Like, it's a very fragile, I feel like, place right now where they're cool, they're respectful, but one wrong step and it could easily get real knuck if you buck in there, if you know what I'm saying. But I think they're doing a good job, man, and they're obviously at the end of the day on the same page. We saw, the music change at the end where Keisha was riding with Rob. She turned that ratchet hood rat stuff off and put on the edited version, some clean R&B. So it seemed like she kind of took heed to what Keisha was going on, what she had going on, what she was saying. But speaking of Keisha, obviously Kevin, her brother, and her mom were there. Kevin also seeing a lot of character growth, man. He wasn't really involved with this episode a lot, which is rare, being one of the main characters. But you can see he's doing his own thing and developing, man. Becoming his own person. He's got the video game hustle. He's the coolest kid out of the group, man. Got his own crib, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely seeing a different, more adult, more mature side of him. But I think he's also kind of going through that growth of figuring out what it actually is to be an adult, man. Like not having that home cooked meal that you rely on when you first move out of the crib, man. Like when you move out on your own, and that's just in life, you really find out what you made of. And I think that he's going through that growth process now at an early age, man, of just being on his own, becoming his own man, and being independent and figuring it all out. But we mentioned how there was so much love in the air. We talked about other couples. We talked about Emmett, Keisha. You know what I'm saying? But there's also Maisha as well as Kev rekindling their flame. That old love that has been brewing for seasons. Now they're, you know what I'm saying? It could be messy because obviously that's Papa's ex girl. Obviously, Papa doing some things. He done, you know what I'm saying? Got him a little older shorty. He doing some things, moving on. But it seems like it could still be a fragile spot, man, because he was crazy about Maisha. So with that situation, could that potentially cause a rift in their friendship whenever he does find out? Because we know it's messy and it never stays secret. And we saw what happened with Jake and Gemma, who aren't even in this episode, by the way. We saw how that dynamic happened and how it tore Kevin and Jake up and almost ruined their friendship. Now he's doing the same thing to Papa in a way. And I just don't know, man. It depends on, I think, how it goes with this new girl, this older girl Papa's messing with. He doing a little too much talking, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But Papa's a good dude, man. Overall, he's looking out for Jabari. You know, he's got the relationship with Nay, another love affair that's going on. Another couple, they're doing their thing. And Nay's dating her brother, basically, man. She done found a hood dude, a street guy, and she's bargaining, but she knows what she signed up for. When they had the discussion outside, she knows she's obviously trying to get him to leave that life and put it behind him. But the man's got a point. He's on somebody's couch right now trying to stack his paper. But we know in that game, there's only two results. You either die or you end up in jail. You know what I'm saying? There's no long-term plan for that. But Jabari's ambitious, man. He's a smart kid. I like his character development. He's calmed down a lot, matured. And you could just tell, man. I mean, he's killed. He's been through some things, man. And he's seen a lot at a young age. But I'm glad that he met Papa, got brought in. You just wonder, man, how long is it going to last, though, before those paths cross where, you know, his street life crosses with what Papa and them got going on. We've seen it before. Papa's pops, the pastor, taking money from Duda. So you just wonder, man, how long he's gonna be able to stay there and continue to live that street life. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But shout out to Papa, man, looking out for his friend, becoming his own man. Got the podcast. He's pretty much running Smokey's his own, he's the general manager there in high school still. Like, that's amazing. But he's obviously developing, finding himself as well, man, without Jake and Kevin being there, third man, background dancer, singer, it feels like. It seems like now he's finding his own man. He's becoming his own man. He's finding his own character out, and he's becoming independent, man. So you love to see it. All of them, really, the younger cast members, man, the younger group is developing rapidly. You see that with Kevin's mom when she's talking about her kids not needing her. Like, Keisha's got a house, Kev got his own spot, Jake and Jim are doing their thing, and Jake's still living with his bro. But Vic, man, talk about character development. I love Vic the politician, man. He's doing his thing. He's found love. He's seems like put that street mess behind him. He's still letting dude I know what's up, but he throwing that political power around. And I love the way the political looks on him, man. I think he's gonna do some big things, and he's completely just transformed, man. Him and his boy Shaw got him an artsy woman, like still trying to figure out his way, obviously. But I love that their friendship's still there. Obviously, they're not spending as much time together. But Vic, man, the development's been amazing. Seeing where he's come from as a cold-blooded killer, hitter, gangster, and now he's just developing to a man of the people, man. And he's really change that dynamic, that power dynamic between him and Duda, man. He is not taking no orders, and he's letting them know that he's running. You know what I'm saying? So interesting to see, man. But there's a lot of dynamics going on, a lot of character development. It was nice because a lot of these people haven't seen each other in a while. They don't. Seems like they don't spend as much time. Everybody's got their own stuff going, and that's life when you're going through it, man. You know what I'm saying? You grow apart from people. We saw that. You know, when you evolve and you continue to grow, you do outgrow friends, and we're seeing that at the house party. But it was good that a lot of them got to reconnect and just, you know, mend those relationships that needed to be. Apologies were exchanged. You know, it's just a lot of love and a lot of respect there, man. And then, hey, shout out to my boy Emmit Pops, though, man. My boy came out there and let him know, don't mess with my son. That boy, man. But overall, it was a great episode, man. I think we saw a lot of bonds, a lot of loyalty, a lot of growth, a lot of love that we're continuing to see. And characters are just dealing with their own drama right now. And there's a lot, man. There's storylines I'm going to be looking forward to that continue to develop, man. Is just with this Emmett situation. Is he the next Brandon? Is he going to be the next guy to go down? You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see how Kevin continues to develop being on his own. Next episode.